I'm respected in my household.
What they do,
I'm
this
respected
big
in the business
King and
aspect.
King Free.
I'm respected no matter where I go on this fucking planet. It's a different story when King Free come in here. Like, no, we not going through that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I understand that.
I'm in control of my mind. Nobody else has control of it. Nobody else has control of it. I'm in control of my mind. Nobody else has control of it.
What they do is Big Key and King Free with King Talk.
Y'all know what it is.
Coming to you this good day.
Peace
what
to
it
y'all.
do, Big Free?
And you know, another day, another dollar, you know what I'm saying? And we just staying blessed and continue to go up. How you feeling?
That's right. No complaints, no complaints.
You know how it go.
It's good. It's Capricorn season. Birthday next week. You know, I'm feeling good.
Happy birthday.
Mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm feeling good. So, I can't complain, y'all. I can't. Today's a good day.
Every day.
Glad we got to make it back. Just gonna pick up and pick off where we have been rolling and strolling. You know, here on King Talk, we're gonna just hit a few pointers. Am I echoing? Y'all hear that? The feedback?
Nah, you good.
You hear that?
Nah.
Okay, I'm hearing a ring.
It's a chronic. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
All right.
So yes, we're gonna pick up right where we left off with last week, and everything that we've been talking about on King Talk has been pertaining to the king. You know what I mean? Which we're gonna always have more different subjects and conversations, but with being a king, kings have to have king-like character.
100%.
A walk, a talk, a demeanor. He has to differentiate himself from the norm, the regular people.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
You gotta stand out.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think a king's diet should consist of?
A God diet.
A God diet.
That's what I call it. I call it a God diet.
A God,
yeah.
like G-O-D?
G-O-D.
Okay.
Like, yeah, powerful God.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I believe you live through God.
Mm-hmm.
So again, like you said, watch what you say, watch what you do, watch what you eat, because you live through God.
I highly agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree. Yeah.
So, and with that being said, like how I look at it, you know, I eat things that's alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm real big on that. I know what I put in my body affects me on how I think, how I move, everything. Energy plays a big part in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I need that because all the things that I take on a regular. And I know throughout my journey, hey, if I'm doing the same shit, I'm doing something wrong. And I have to elevate.
Right.
And as I'm going through my journey, I'm learning about food. And it's like certain things I can't ignore.
Facts.
And that's a fact. So once I see certain things and how they get processed and what we actually eating and really taking the time out to break that shit down, oh yeah, a lot of things don't add up. It don't add up. And I can't be like everybody else. Because there's a million men on this planet who can't do what I do.
All right.
They can't. And
have you always eaten like this?
Nah, it was part of the journey. You know, I grew up eating, I admit this, like I'm from up north city, so yeah, I eat a lot of bullshit. Chinese food, wings, fries, growing up, soda, chips, corner store food, cheese steaks, all that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the bullshit, so I can talk about that.
Right.
I come from that.
You've dealt with both.
I dealt with both.
So how long have you been on the vegan journey?
Was it 2024? So this year be 8 years.
Okay.
8 years.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there's no going back.
Never.
I'll never eat meat again.
So yeah, in regards to starting your journey, I mean, I know you said you ate meat before, but what made you do the switch? What came about?
I would say the learning experience, everything that I go through, and just paying attention, because I'm real big on it. I can't lie to myself. If I know it's some bullshit, it's like I can't sit up here and just look at it like, you know what, I'll be all right type shit. Like, nah, you got to stop that. Then
so what was like the first thing you cut out?
Everything. The same day. I saw one video, I literally stopped eating meat on the spot. I haven't gone back since. I went, what people say, cold turkey.
Okay.
I didn't need to sleep on it. I didn't need to think about it. It was just like what I saw, it was no going back. I can't lie to myself. I can't, soon as I seen another piece of chicken or a piece of steak, I'm like, nah, I know where that came from. Like, it's not the same. And just understanding, just like, even with my culture and just where it comes from, why we eat meat, why we eat these certain animals, like, where did this shit come from? I'm gonna do research. I'm not just gonna go along with the crowd and eat it because everybody else eating it. Because
So just to break into what research real quick gave you, why do we eat meat? Gave you the reason as to why we eat meat.
American culture. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? We've been conditioned to think like that since we was kids. Our parents ate it, their parents ate it, and it just passed it on along down. Because I'm thinking about it. Out of all the animals in the world, why we only eat 3 of them? Why we pick these 3? You know what I'm
Which
saying?
ones is that?
Well, I'll say the main ones is a cow, chicken, and a pig.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
like, and when most people like, you know, you cut that out their diet, they don't know what to eat because you've been conditioned to think like that your whole life.
Right.
Because when you a kid, you're not really like breaking that shit down. Because I can ask my kids when they was 3, 4 years, you know you eating a chicken, right? But daddy, it's not a real chicken. Nah, queen. That used to walk. They used to talk. That had a soul. You know what I'm saying? Probably had a name. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I gotta break it down because some people be like, you know, don't do that to the kids. They don't deserve that. Nah, they deserve the truth. The whole purpose of being a parent is for your kids to be better than what you was. If you teach me the same shit that you know, you really not getting me ready for the future. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at it like this. I'm sharper than my parents because they did a good job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And the information that I got now, they didn't have access to when they was,
Fact.
you know what I'm saying? So it's my job to be like, hey, look, mom.
To sharpen them.
Yeah, sharpen up. Because it's like, look, this is why you feel like this. This is why you look like this. That's why you don't have no energy. This is why you complaining. This is why people keep going back to the hospital.
And so your parents your parents aren't vegan?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, but I'm not gonna lie.
So you were able to give them knowledge.
Able to give them knowledge because I went on my own journey. I'm just not gonna go along with anything. So I'm not one of them people like just like, okay, open up doors. Let me lock in. Let me see what's going on because it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because when I seen the process, and that's what fucked me up. Because again, when you doing it so much, you're not gonna really question it. It becomes a norm. But a part of elevation is like, okay, like the universe gonna give you signs like, hey, look, pay attention to what's going on.
Fact.
Then once I did that, that opened up the doors to a whole nother consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, it was a whole thing about health. Now it got to the purpose, universe and the respect. Because it's like, me killing animals, I think is disrespectful. So I don't even participate in it.
So it humbled you all the way.
I won't even kill a bug.
Right.
That's how peaceful I am. That's how big on karma I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do that. I think it's highly disrespectful. And this, you know, there's no disrespect to nobody else,
Right.
but
Because I'm going to stomp me a roach. I'm going to slap a fly.
I'm
a
real big on
mosquito.
that.
I'm going to murder them. Them flies come in my house.
It's different. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. But it's just like, it took a journey because I used to be like that too. You know what I'm saying? I see a bug like, nah, get that shit out my way. Like, I'm going to stomp on that shit. I'm going to smack it.
You know, they carry diseases.
All that.
Yeah.
So do these people.
They did. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta cleanse your soul of these people.
And
you
that's
gotta
why
be able
I
to
got
know discernment. Like I don't even mix with those kinds.
That's a fact. And I know like far as like the meat and stuff like that, like that plays a big part on your attitude and just how you think and just how you just move in general. I really stand out from damn near everybody I run into. You know what I'm saying? And I would say the food that start the journey right there.
I would 100% agree with you. Unlike you, I'm opposite. My mother was vegetarian my whole life.
I think you told me that.
Yeah,
you told me
my
that.
whole life. So growing up, and then being Jamaican, I had uncles, family members who were Rastafarian. So not eating meat was very common in my family. I knew it. But we ate meat. I ate chicken and everything. Even my brother, as he got older, he went and did medical missionary work, became a vegan. So for me, let me tell you, I grew up in the church. I'm a big church girl. I'm a big Bible girl, okay? So when we talk about diet, I'm gonna fuck you up and I'm gonna take you back to the book because that's where it starts, you feel me? So for me, growing up, I was Seventh-day Adventist, that's still my religion. We grew up, a lot of the people in the religion are vegan or vegetarian, don't eat meat, right? But the way I've always looked at it, right, that no meat was the original diet. It was the original diet to live off the land. That was the original diet. When sin came into play, right? When we talk about, sin, Adam and Eve, we talking about the Bible, we want to talk about the originator. So when sin came into place, that's when God told them, because of their sinful nature, their character now has been changed. Their diet changed. That wholesome diet that he gave them to live off the plants and the grains and the food of the earth, it changed because they chose to do the opposite. They
That's a fact.
made a decision to sin. So now the body, God has said, you know, you now have opened your eyes to something else that I wasn't even ready to expose you to. Now, because of that, you're not that wholesome person that I
not
created
pure.
you as.
That's a fact.
So now we kill or sacrifice animals and partake in that animal because of our nature. There became a thing where our body couldn't sustain because of sin. Not that it couldn't, but because of sin, it had changed it, you know? So that's when meat and everything came into play. Now, one thing I can say and honestly agree that eating meat does give you, I feel like I can do both. However, and I have done both. I've gone vegetarian, I've gone vegan.
Respect that.
For me, I need meat. My blood type, it's just not enough for me. I have
You
my
just
down.
said it.
My brother did it, and he went emaciated, like so skinny, eating. You know what I mean? But it was just not enough. Now, for me, I feel like it's definitely a mind thing. You have to program
It's a
your
fact.
mind to eat. You, like, literally, I remember them telling us in church, like, you know, because when they'll serve lunch at church, it'll all be vegan food. It's all
Yeah,
this,
yeah. I'm
this, and
just
that.
talking.
And they're like, you know, you have to tell yourself that this food is sustenance enough for you.
Mm.
This food will fill you. You have to believe it. You have to take this all in. So, yes, your diet definitely does transform your thought process.
A big ass
And
difference.
a big way. So I would have to totally agree. I'm not a person that would say I can go completely vegan. I've tried it. It's just not fulfilling. It's a very peculiar diet. You have to be creative as heck. And I think even now, eating on the go is hard. If you go places, it has to be specific places. It is very challenging. Not saying that it can't be done, and I'm not using that as an excuse either.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
But you just said it. It's a challenge.
It is a challenge.
But that's what I like about it.
Mhm.
I don't want my life to be predictable. I'm with the challenges. I'm with the, you know what I'm saying, the
Mhm.
trials and tribulations, because again, that's life. I'm
It is.
taking a risk
It is.
by, you know what I'm saying, switching up what I'm doing, because I had no fucking clue what I was about to do.
Right.
When I first started Queen, I had French fries, salad, and rice
Mhm.
for a month. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know what the fuck. And this before vegan, all that shit popped off the way it did.
Yeah.
Before the slutty vegans and all the little restaurants they got down in the
Yeah.
city.
Before the options became vast. 'Cause
Yeah.
They were very small.
Nah, it was bullshit.
Yeah.
But again, I could have been like every other man and made up an excuse and be like, you know what? I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's hard and da 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 da. Like, a man ain't supposed to do that. Like we talked about before. Nigga, you gotta leave, bro. Suck that shit up, bro, and do what you gotta do. You know, because again, if I'm raising these kids and getting them right, I know this shit ain't good.
Right.
So I can't sit up here and be like, nah, y'all eat y'all veggies, and I'm over here eating a pork chop. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like, kids gonna point that shit out, and they not gonna respect that. So it's just like, it's deeper than me now, the fact that I'm doing this. Because like I said, even when I started, it was just about the health thing. Now it's more so like on a spiritual level, because it's just like, I legit respect the earth. You know what I'm saying? I watch what I say, I watch what I do, I watch how I treat people the whole nine, because I'm big on karma.
Right.
I'm not gonna kill no fucking animal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So me looking at it like that, I had to move differently from everybody else because of that.
And you
Because
see, the way I look at it as they were made for us. They were made for us from the beginning of time.
but let's think about
Those
this.
animals were created for us.
I say
Not
on,
necessarily to partake in at first. They were there as friends, as
but that's what,
animals were there as friends at the beginning of time.
but think about
But because
of what happened,
things
because the culture different. Because like you said, where we come from, we some people, they give us everything, all these fruits, vegetables. That's what keep us alive. We used to live for years.
Yes.
We never had these cancers, these problems, this bullshit that they got going on right now. It's all because of the food. We're going to get into Dr. Sebi later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get into him later, but I look at it like this too. Once, like you said, that sin came around, yeah, you see the difference. Because again, who was in a certain area where they didn't have no vegetables, they didn't have no fruits and shit like that, what they had to eat? Either each other or animals. They ain't cook this shit, they ain't season it, nothing. That's why they like blood, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit plays a part. That's not of our nature. That's why certain people so aggressive, they so disrespectful.
Absolutely.
They so fucking evil. You
Yes.
never met no mean vegan.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that
Oh,
plays.
no, I gotta think about that.
No, for the most part, you know what I'm saying? And ain't too many niggas on the block shooting each other up that's vegan.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they not aggressive. They not thinking like that. Because we getting fed bullshit on the regular.
I mean, you can look at Indian and Muslim cultures now. I mean, Muslims, a lot of them don't eat meat, and they're crazy.
And I base that off the religion. You know what I'm saying? Because the religion can have you on some other shit too.
Right.
Because that can control you in a certain way. That's why I don't do no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know who God is, you know what I mean? And I got to stand on that. So with certain religions, like, that's why they act a certain way. You going off a certain doctrine. That's why you move and think the way that you think.
Right.
You might sit up here judge a Christian for doing this, and it might be vice versa. But, nah, I know what's right and I know what's wrong. And I had to determine that off the experience that I had.
So I have a question. For you to be a vegan and to know how the world works and how it's going, do you have a garden? Do you plant food?
That's my long-term goal is to go raw vegan. Okay. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm getting to the point now, Queen, I don't even want to eat cooked food like that. But like you said, like that comes with patience and time. And I just like go, and then that's part of my journey. You know, I want to live on an island. I have a whole garden, all that. You know what I'm saying? Natural water, everything from the earth.
Right.
Because I know that's what's gonna keep me healthy. That's of God. That's what that shit's here for.
And you know, I totally agree with you saying, you know, in regards to the culture and how they have trained us to eat certain ways. And it's so true, because I just came back from Mexico. This is third or fourth time being there. And I ate all week. You know, I had seafood all week. I've been eating regular stuff. But the quality of the food is completely different. Like here in America, we were just talking about that. Like here in America, I can eat rice and chicken, and I'm always bloated.
That's a fact.
I'm always feeling bloated and heavy. But when I go out the country and eat food from there, because I try to eat local. I want to eat the local fish, whatever fish they coming out, they see
fresh
on
on
their side of the world. You know what I mean? I try to eat just like that, which I do. Was eating shrimp, lobster, fish, this whole, no bloating. I even had some pasta, no bloating. But two, when you go there, this is Mexico, and they have plethora of vegan options.
Facts.
Plethora. It's like it's there. It's like they have so many options. It's nothing, and it wouldn't even act like this is something like a special request.
Nah, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
they still tapped in with their culture. Like you said, even with the Jamaicans.
You look at a bag of Doritos when I was there. The short list of ingredients. You come here. I was on the Delta plane and got a pack of Sun Chips. The list, nothing but chemicals. You know what I mean? So yes, you're right when it comes to the culture and society trying to train us in a way to eat. And I definitely think that we should be conscious in regards not only just kings, queens, like we need to be conscious as people as to what we eat and how to soil and till our land. Like I think a lot of the issues, and this is a big goal of mine, is to start a community garden. I'm actually really trying to get with, Mayor of Stonecrest or Conyers. They have so much unbuilt land. And I just want to start a community garden where we can get our own, people can just be like, oh, y'all go to that community. Get their own fruits and vegetables from right there. Everything literally that we produce is being chemically grown.
Everything.
Vegetables, fruits, meats, everything. Like, and the reason why the bloating is they're filling it up with so much salt and chemicals that cause our body to work overtime to digest, to break down, to turn over. And I mean, all these new issues are because of the food. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's exactly what we were saying, because of the food. A king does have to culture
have discipline
with his diet.
That's a fact.
I definitely agree that. And I think that a man that is strict in his diet is definitely strict in his ways. He's definitely going to separate himself from the norm or from certain things, because there's just certain things he doesn't tolerate or certain things he just won't do. I mean, that's always a big turn on.
Morals and principles.
Yeah, for real.
That's a fact.
So it's like when you meet a guy, for me, and it's just like, oh, he's this, he don't eat like this, and you're like, okay, morals, he got values.
That's a fact.
He stands on things. I like that. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So diet is definitely a form of,
like you said, we just gonna say discipline.
A form of discipline.
It is, because
that leads me to go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you about to say?
No, that leads me to my question. Do you think that you can coexist or date or be with a woman that's not vegan?
I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this. It's like, okay, Free, you messing with this girl. Who knows what might happen? And I don't want to sit up here and be like, because I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm done. I'm out the convincing game. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, shorty, either with it or you're not. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'll be more patient because a girl might come around and want to learn about it. With all this information, it's useless if I don't put it out there. Who knows? She might come around, might change her life, and I might have a ripple effect, and I might just, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
just pass on.
For sure.
But again, I'm gonna do it by example. I'm not the type like, yo, you gotta eat this shit. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Nobody,
Nah, I don't force nobody to do shit, because if it's not genuine, you're not gonna hear me.
Facts.
You're not gonna feel me neither. If I want to get my point across, I know how to do that.
Facts.
And again, I just keep doing it by leading by example. So I would mess with a girl who do it, but if it's like we get to that point. Because I did have someone, we talked about it. My kid's not eating that.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the dude that's like, yo, I don't care. I want them to experience. No, I know it's trash. They not eating that shit.
So your kids are vegan?
My youngest.
Okay.
My youngest. But the other ones is more so because they with their mamas and stuff like that. But the youngest one, he's with me the most. The other two, they out of state.
Okay.
But when they with me, I don't condone it.
Right.
I'm not buying you no fucking burger. I'm not buying you no fucking chicken. I'm not doing that. And they know the deal. When they come around, it's like, it's not like it's some confusion and like, oh, we gotta go over here. Like, nah, y'all see how I am, how I take care of myself, how I'm able to keep up with y'all.
So don't worry about it.
Come on now, yeah. Y'all see what I'm on. Outside of this, Dad's able to do this because I have the energy to get up. I have the energy to keep up with y'all. I can go outside and throw the ball with y'all.
Right.
I can go in the ring and go throwing the gloves with y'all. I can coach football. I can do a lot of shit most men my age not even able to do. Because again, they mindset. You're lazy. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't do that. I don't know how you do it. It's hard. To me, I'm like, bro, you bitching, bro. Like, that's an excuse. You a man. Because again, if you saying that, what you showing your sons? I said that on the last episode. No matter what the fuck I'm doing, I'm always acting like my kids is looking at me.
Facts.
Regardless. So I gotta stand on everything I say and everything that I do. And if I tell them don't eat meat, I gotta come correct them like, look, this is why. You wanna see why? All right, yo, Kay, go cut that video on. Yeah, we watch them shits. Yeah, I fucked them up.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, y'all need that. I'm not gonna
because they won't understand it.
Yeah, I'm not about to pacify you. I'm not about to do that. Because it's not benefiting you in the long run, because eventually you gotta grow the fuck up and come out here in this real world. They're gonna chew you the fuck up. Right. So all I'm doing is getting you sharp. You know what I'm saying? I can't be there the whole time to hold your hand, but at the same time, it's like it's my job to get out here and get this information. I'm taking the necessary risk. Exactly. Now I can tell you, hey, look, don't eat this. Look at me. Look how I'm taking care of myself. Look how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like the food plays a huge part in that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So breaking that shit down on a regular, like I don't mind. Right. I don't mind. And again, like it's a solution to everything. I can sit up here and cop please and be like, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's hard. And I wanna go probably more than most niggas is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Multiple businesses, constantly moving. I don't have a dull moment in my life. I can literally make up the same shit that y'all saying. But again, who the fuck is benefiting when I'm making up an excuse like that? Right. You're not a king, bro. Right. You acting like a, you know what I'm saying? You bitching, bro. Like, I don't know what they do, Bro, my nigga, it's a solution to everything. You just gotta buckle down and figure this shit out, bro. Trust me. I'm gonna find something to eat, and I eat good. Right. I eat good.
Yeah, and I mean, here in Atlanta, there's so many options.
Come on now.
So you really can't lose. Like, the more that the options become available, the more I think people can do this free willingly.
That's
you know what I mean? And what are some of your goals this year for 2024? I mean, it's a new year, and you're already on the diet that you want, but how do you plan on maintaining this diet?
It's a lifestyle. It's like
correct.
Yeah, it would never change. I never go back to eating meat. You know what I'm saying? Because say out of nowhere, 4 days from now, y'all see me eating a 20-piece. All my respect out the window. Everybody named mama that know me gonna look at me different.
You think so?
That's a fact, nigga. You full of shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit you was talking the last 2-3 years, and you over here eating a 20-piece. Come on, bro. Would you respect me?
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't take me serious.
That's not true.
Because I'm not standing on what the fuck I'm saying.
Not necessarily. Well, I can see how you look at that, right?
I'm a man.
That's if you look at it as, but I'm taking it as eating meat ain't the end of the world.
But it's the
So
fact
for
that
me,
I said
it's
I,
the fact that, okay, he said, I can see you feel strongly convicted about you
Yeah.
not, or you being a vegan. But if I see you eating a 20-piece, I'm gonna be like, oh, that man had no options. He really was hungry. Like, he went against the grain for
Queen,
this 20.
and if I'm that
But
hungry,
I wouldn't look at him. I wouldn't look at you differently to say, "Oh, nah, he's
Nah.
a failed." Like he failed. He failed big time.
but I feel like I would.
Yeah, I know you
my whole
probably
demeanor would change. I would eat some grass before I go eat a fucking chicken leg. I ain't that fucking hungry. You know what I'm
Right?
saying? Like I
Okay.
go eat some trees. I go do some shit, bro. I can drink. I done had water diets. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I can go 3 to 7 days with just drinking straight water.
Okay.
I got that discipline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can
So
do shit
you
like
can
that.
sustain
Come
without
on, bro.
meat
Yeah.
all the time.
Live like God. Yeah. I'm never eating meat again. That will never happen. You know what I'm saying? Because now, again, like, it's a spiritual thing now.
Mhm.
Because I'm not taking that shit in because I overstand. People don't know, like, you literally, what you take in, I watch what I eat, I watch what I drink, I watch what I listen to. And I don't even mean to get off topic. I don't even watch TV. I don't listen to the radio. Because, again, I got to watch what I take in. I can
Right.
sit in the crib for hours by myself and just think.
Right.
You manifest. So to answer your question, what are my goals for 2024? Just keep manifesting what I've been doing.
Right.
Like this shit don't stop. I don't really
Doesn't
pay attention
stop.
to the time. Yeah, I just keep going. I gotta list this shit. I don't be like, okay, it's New Year's. I got a resolution. Like, nah, nigga, your shit's already manifested. You've
Right.
been grinding.
Right.
And again, like having that mental and able to just get up by myself and do what I do every day. And I tell people like, how you able to do that? First thing I say is food.
Mhm.
I'm super. I don't gotta go to the hospital. I haven't caught a cold in years. I never had COVID. Like I'm not the dude that's gonna go, oh, I'm sick, I'm hurt. Like that ain't me.
Ditto.
I'm in the fucking gym. I'm working. I'm taking care of my kids. I'm a coach. Got businesses. Like, bro, what's your excuse? You got one motherfucking job. You mean you can't find nothing to eat? You don't give a fuck. You're not trying.
And you know, it's so true because, like I said, I grew up with my mom, so I've never been sick. My kids never. So my kids, when they get sick, my daughter, people laugh. They be like, she quick to be like, can I have some ginger and lemon tea? She'll ask for ginger and lemon tea, or she'll ask for some black seed oil.
Yeah.
She hates the taste. She used to be like, oh, I hate the taste. When I burp at school, I can taste it.
That black
She's
seed
like,
oil,
but
yeah.
it makes me feel better. And I'm like, yeah. So it's like when your kids, like when they see you live a certain lifestyle from the time they come into this world, they believe it. When they live it, when you give it to them, like I juice and heavy. My kids will take any natural remedy I give them
Yeah.
before I do anything. I'm not
Gotcha.
going to the doctors. I'm not going to the hospital unless it's a broken bone and they're bleeding
That's a
out.
fact.
Anything else I can fix at home.
I got
I
you.
can got the home remedies.
That
I
makes
got
sense.
everything they need to get them. I know how to sustain. You know what I mean? Off of herbs, plants, seeds, and grains. I know
Yeah.
exactly what to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's a culture thing. For me, you know what I
Gotcha.
mean? Grew up in it, seen it. So for me, for this year, I've always, like I said, I always wanted to do a community garden. I'm really, really, really big on that, and I need to see how I can get that going for sure. But that's one of my biggest goals this year. I'm in the process of home buying, and I'm just praying everything falls through because I want a garden at
No, it's
home,
falling
like a
through.
real big garden. I want to be able to host a garden in the community. I want people to really be able to have fresh fruits and vegetables. The fact that this world has gone into maximizing producing everything and chemically producing everything is crazy. Because I remember even growing up in Florida, we had strawberry fields, right? And I would see like summertime, the fields are green, and then like by wintertime and stuff, you know, Florida don't really have a winter, but as soon as it starts getting cold or whatever, the strawberries are gone, and you're just like, wow, you don't even see those kind of things anymore. That strawberry
That's
field
over
is
with.
gone. It's on Walmart now.
Nah.
You know what
gotta
I mean?
understand
Like,
that's
as a kid, though, you understood that every season had fruits and vegetables. Strawberries and blueberries are year
on top of that,
round.
and they used to have seeds in them.
Right,
When
they're
we grew
year
up,
round now.
Grapes had seeds when we came up.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on,
Watermelon.
let's think about that.
Like
Let's
even the
talk
apple
about it.
seeds. Do you
Let's talk
see how
about it.
they're very rare
Come
in
on,
them?
man. I see
They're
what's going on.
very small. They're hardly there. So it's just like those are the things. Like I feel like when you start cheating the food, it's like wow, now you really cheating me because we grow this. It comes from the earth.
That's a fact.
You know, so my thing is why? It's like okay,
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's not strawberry season, then we just don't need no strawberries.
I'm gonna tell
Don't
you.
chemically grow us and give us these.
That's
You
a
know,
fact.
hormone-filled fruits and vegetables. It's crazy, and I think that's where we need to draw the line. We need to go back to realizing that everything has its season, everything has its time, and we need to live off what it is in that season and time. That's the whole point of the season changes. When seasons change, our body's needs change.
And a lot of people, they're not paying attention.
They're not paying attention to the real things.
And I say this too, and to go back to discipline. All this food and all this shit that's just going on, people got to understand the root of it.
Right.
Why are they giving us bullshit? You know what I'm saying?
To kill us.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying? They giving you the tools to fuck yourself up. Come on. It's a business. I had to put 2 and 2 together because, again, if I'm a leader, I got to be able to, you know what I'm saying, pay attention and see through the bullshit.
And decipher between what's
come on
good
now.
and what's not.
Come on. Because, again, they telling us right in our face, like, every time I cut the TV on, they promoting Burger King, they promote KFC, eat chicken and eat this bullshit. How many times you seen a vegan commercial?
And the thing is how many chickens do you see in America?
Oh no.
Like that's what I'm telling you, like even when you go out the country and you eat chicken, the chicken is real chicken. The size of the chicken is different. It's immensely smaller. The meat the texture is different. You can tell.
And think about this. The John been dead for probably 10 days, 30 days. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? Like, yeah, because imagine, if I kill a chicken right now and just leave him, you going to smell that shit, bro.
Absolutely.
You going to see what's going on. But how can you leave it in a package and it stay in a certain condition for 7 days, 20 days, freeze it or not? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are y'all doing, bro? It's like, come on, bro. Like, we got to pay attention to that shit.
Additives, the salt water, the everything, the preservatives, whatever they're using to preserve it is ridiculous.
And if you know better, you do better.
Absolutely.
And again, being a man, you have to step up and do something about that. You can't be like, yeah, bro, I know it's bad, but I'm going through it with my baby mom, and I don't know what to eat, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear the bullshit all the time, so like I said, I'm at that point now, like, I'm out the convincing game.
Right.
I'm doing it for the kids now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because they my future. You know what I'm saying? All these businesses, everything that I got going on, it's for them. You know what I'm saying? Because all these grown people, like, either you with it or you not. And if you come to me, you want some advice, like, I got you. I'll never turn nobody down because I know what my job consists of. You know what I'm saying? Because people going to constantly come to me for reason. You know, I talk the way I talk because of the shit that I went through. Right. And if I'm not learning as I'm going, it's useless. You know what I'm saying? So this whole journey and I'm still learning. It's unlimited. I don't know everything yet. You know what I'm saying? My bro was going to Honduras Monday to go do an alkaline diet, and he just put me on with some whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? But doing that, like, again, I have to stay on. That's why I would never go back because my face is everything. My kids won't respect me. That's the biggest thing. I don't really give a fuck about nobody else, but they won't look at me the same if they just see me down there eating a steak. Yeah, it's curtains. For sure. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? They're like, Pop, you full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, I stand on that shit. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck. If I say I'm hungry, I can be locked up, whatever the case may be. I'm not eating that shit. Yeah. Because my health and my mind, my peace is way more important than anything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the best state of my life because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because of my mind, I can think straight. I know who I am. I know my purpose. I can't sit down with the average man and have this conversation because, again, nigga, your mind not clear. You're not even thinking straight.
Y'all not on the same page.
You just had a bucket of chicken, bro. Bro, our conversation different.
He tired.
He tired, bro. Look, you know what I'm saying? Like, you literally can't do what I do on a regular. We can't have the same conversation. We can't even really build. Nigga, you stuck there forever, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can reach where I'm at on a conscious level by the shit that you eating, bro. Right. Because if you knew better, you wouldn't be doing that, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't walk around judging nobody because my close ones, they still eat meat and shit like that. Yeah, for sure. But at the same time, it's just, I gotta stay on top of that. That's how important this shit is. Because again, like, I see people dying, they getting killed from this shit, like, on a regular. Obesity, cancer. People think that shit just hereditary, and you just get it. Nah, that shit is built up over time.
It's years of your family's and history of your family not changing their diet.
And how do you heal cancer for real? Fuck the chemo, all that other shit. I'm talking about some natural. How do you change it? How do you get rid of cancer? We know the answers. Most people do, you know what I'm saying? But they want to ignore that. Right. What Dr. Sebi do? I'm gonna use him today. You know, RIP to the GOAT. But at the same time, he cured all these people with just food. He ain't give them no fucking medicine. Yeah. He literally just changed their diet. Fact. It's only one disease. It's only one sickness. That's mucus. You get that shit up out of it. Come on, bro. Like, it's all there. But again, we got to take that information and we got to use it. Because again, we can get this shit, but we just like, nah, fuck it. It's hard, you know, because people don't want to change. Because that takes discipline. You won't have to sit down and really like,
decipher and make changes.
But people don't want to do that. It's too hard. That's what everybody said. That's the first thing they say. It's hard. Yeah. And you know what I say? Because you said it was. You gotta watch it come out your mouth. If you say it's hard, what the fuck you think the universe won't
make it hard?
Come on now. That's why I have a good day every day. You know, and I think like that because of the peace that I have and just how I'm doing.
The energy you put out.
The energy I put out. That's why people are attracted to me. They constantly want to talk to me. They want to constantly be around. Kids fucking love me to death.
It's a positive vibe.
It's a positive vibe all the way around. You always gonna get that from free. For sure. Every day, all the time.
I think that's very important. I definitely do agree.
I think this is a very important topic because that plays a huge part in our community. You see the obesity. You see how we is with each other. We angry. We aggressive. We disrespectful. We don't really think. We don't take the time out to really like do important shit. Cause like you said, say the world just cut us off. We don't know how to grow our own food. We don't know how to we don't even know how to hunt. You know what I'm saying? We just been given it meat. You know what I'm saying? Cause half the people ain't got the nuts to go out there and go kill nothing anyway.
Let me tell you something. Growing up, that was what that brought me to something. When we went to Jamaica, a lot of the times, you're dealing with a lot of farmers. And they have a slaughterhouse. They go and take the animals there. And I'll never forget, around the age of 15 was when I went, and my mom took us there, and we went by the slaughterhouse, and I saw them slaughter the goat and catch the chicken, catch the goat, take them to the slaughterhouse, slaughter them, strip them. And I'm telling you, when I came back to America, it was the hardest thing for me to eat chicken after seeing them cut it, kill it. What's crazy
That's the truth.
What's crazy
That's
is
the truth.
It's nothing crazy as what we see on the videos. You see in Jamaica, they're literally killing it, cutting it, chopping it up, putting it into pieces, which is not as bad as in America. They literally slaughter,
it's an assembly
cut it up.
line.
It's an assembly line for this chicken. They juicing it up. They putting I was like, it's completely different.
It's trifling.
I was traumatized of the killing. Seeing now the way they do it, we're traumatized off to see, damn, it ain't just chicken we eating like this. They really doing something to this chicken before we get it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's the thing that'll really scare a motherfucker. Like,
but it's the truth, and that's the problem with the world right now. They run from the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? Because it just be like, I got people that come up to me and be like, yo, I don't even want to see that. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for the change. But it's just like, bro, you rather be out here living a lie, knowing this shit's on bull. Because you saying it's bullshit.
It's easier.
And that's the problem. Life ain't fucking easy. We don't want to take on these problems. We don't want to take on these certain situations. And again, like me being that man, I have no choice. When I hear a woman do it or something like that, it's cool because again, that's why I come back to, all right, that's my job to lead. Right. I gotta show her the way. Because the shit that she might not be even had a discipline for, I gotta have it. Right. Because again, a man, I have no fucking choice. I gotta be able to step up. I gotta constantly learn. I gotta constantly elevate. Right. If I'm the same Ibrahim I was a month ago, I'm fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be way sharper 3 months from now than I am right now. My conversation gonna be different. Because again, all that's about elevation and learning and going through these trials and tribulations.
Better.
Come on now. And that food play a huge part in it. I think it's trash. I think it's fucking our community up. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely an agenda behind it. And to the fact that we wake up and notice it, we're gonna have the same issues. We're gonna have the same fucking problems. That will change the household. That will change the dynamic with the men in the crib and how they think and just how they carry themselves. Because again, like, a lot of people lazy, a lot of people on some bullshit. Everybody's always sick. Don't nobody want to do nothing. And again, like, that food plays a huge part in a whole lot of stuff. And again, if you know what was going on, you wouldn't even participate in this shit. At least be honest with the fucking kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, like, you tell them it's a chicken or a cow, like, when they see them type of animals, they want to feed them. Oh, let's go feed them, daddy. Let me go, da-da-da-da. They don't think about, I want a chicken sandwich and shit like that. Like, I want to kill that nigga. Like, nah, like, kids is still pure. They still got that pure energy. You know what I'm saying? So when they see it, that's naturally us. You know what I'm saying? We embrace animals. That's how we supposed to be. Killing them? No, I just don't agree because, again, I don't want to participate in that shit and I don't want the energy to come along with it.
Yeah, and that's bestiality. You know what I mean? I have pit bulls. So I have already seen, and what you're saying is exactly right. When I had them young, feeding them a raw diet, they have a complete different temperament
They're aggressive as fuck.
under kibbles and whatever.
They're aggressive.
Like you had to realize that, but it's like it's what parts of the meat you give them to eat that make them aggressive, making sure that blood is out of it. You gotta boil it, because I was literally like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy up some chicken quarters and all
Facts.
that. Man, listen, Zeus, the OG of the pack, like he tearing up the food before they eat. Like I had to start realizing. Even one day he snapped on me, and I was like, oh, okay, this is what it's doing. From then I realized, I was like, no, for real, consuming blood.
That's exactly what the fuck it is.
Consuming blood is definitely an
Demonic.
issue. And that's why I really think, and I ain't got nothing against white people, but the way they be eating steak and having that thing bleeding just shows me they of a different people.
And we're eating their diet. This food that we're eating right now,
Trying to is
That's-
based upon them. Like
based off on what they started.
create the list of how the temperature of meat is supposed to be cooked.
Facts.
Baby,
a meat
blood.
and 2 sides and shit. They made all that up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you eat 3 times a day. You need a meat and 2 sides. Like who the fuck determined all that shit,
Like
bro?
blood, when your meat contains blood, you are taking on animalistic instincts.
Come on now.
Completely
Come on now.
taking that in and harboring that energy.
Think about
You know
that.
what I mean? That's why your food has to be fully cooked. Your meats do have to be fully cooked. Blood should not be in them. Even when I'm giving it to my dogs, the only thing I'll give them is like turkey neck or chicken, like raw. But if I'm giving them meat, I'm gonna boil it first. They can't. I will refuse to them to consume blood for that exact way. I seen it. Now they're temperamental. I can hold the meat and have them bite on it with the bone on it. But I'm telling you, it's what's in the food. You can't tell me otherwise, because dogs aren't human. That dog is raised based on how I do it. And you're telling me, if I give this dog a week of raw meat and he goes and he's automatically changing, you telling me that ain't changing a human? It's definitely changing.
Come on, that's a big impact.
So there's definitely a impact on the food and diet that we eat, for sure.
But when people, until they realize that, again, I'm gonna keep saying it, it's just gonna be the same fucking problem. Because if we know that, we gotta do something.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's the same shit. It's just gonna keep it. And I say now we talking about animals and shit, and I tell my kids this: what's the strongest animals? What's the slowest animals? You know what I'm saying? The strongest animal in the world to me is a gorilla. You know what I'm saying? The way they build, they cut, they fast. You know what I'm saying? The biggest animals are elephant, a giraffe, all vegetarians.
And how they eat.
And how they eat. You know what I'm saying? Because that plays a big part in it. They living off God. You know what I'm saying? It's going to give you energy. You know what I'm saying? We eat to live. We don't live to eat. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big ass difference. We disrespect our bodies on a regular.
Even a rhino, look how big and heavy those animals are.
Come on, all veggies. All veggies. And people don't understand this too. Even with like a lion or something, they think they eat a zebra every day. They might eat that and might not eat for another 10 days.
It's 10 days,
It might
about
be
months.
It might be months. You know what I'm saying? Because they eat that and they gonna be sleep the whole time. They just sleep and they fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But any other animal, because they can't catch them. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all gotta like surround them, trick their ass, sneak up on them.
Set up traps.
Cause you can't catch them animals. They fast, they strong. Like, come on now, you hit a deer, that might total your whole car.
It sure will.
Look how strong that motherfucker is. He ain't not out there eating no chicken wings.
Apples and seeds.
Come on now, they say a lot. They say a lot. You know what I'm saying? It keep your body right. It keep, you know what I'm saying? That's the formula right there. But again, like the world keep you away from that. They keep you away from the truth. They keep you distracted. Keep you on some bullshit.
They want to keep you full, bloated, constipated.
They want to keep you
sick.
They want to keep you slow. It's a mindset thing, Queen. You know what I'm saying? Because once they got control of your mind, they can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want to do with you. They know you're gonna slip. They know you're gonna fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because they give you the tools to do it.
Right.
But again, like I gotta pay attention. I gotta be able to separate the bullshit from the real shit. That's why I had to find my truth. But that food opened up the door.
It sure does.
That shit changed my
It
life.
sure does. Well, tonight was great, and I think that, just to put everything in a synopsis and how it all is, I mean, everything that we're talking about are the attributes of a king, of a queen, of an individual. Right. It may be hard, it may be difficult, but it's attainable. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Which of course you're living it, so we know it's attainable.
It's no excuse. And again, like if you're a man and you doing that, bruh, it's time to step your game up. Because again, if you make an excuse, your son's gonna do it. And again, the cycle repeats itself. And I'm gonna have women up here telling us how bad these niggas is. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna remind me every fucking day how these niggas trash, they on bullshit. Again, you gotta step your game up. Always constantly elevate, get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Eat better, you think better. Clear your shit up, man.
That's it. That's a fact.
I'm gonna talk. It's King Talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come with it. Y'all gonna get something every time we come on this joint. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Key. Continue your journey.
Yes.
Stay highly blessed. Stay healthy to the world.
Yes.
Stay blessed. Stay healthy. Leave them animals alone, man. Love the earth. Love the fucking earth, man. Love them. You know
Love
what I'm
the
saying?
earth.
You gonna get what you put out there. I
That's
love
right.
y'all, man. Peace.
Peace.